I don't normally say this. I really don't normally say this. Actually, maybe I do. But this weekend, it's going to be the most important weekend out there. The most important Serie A match of the season. This live stream will be very, very interesting. So if I were you, I would stay tuned until the very end. Because if you're a non-Italian speaker and didn't have a chance to listen and watch Mourinho's press conference before Roma Napoli and after Bodo Glimt, then stay tuned. Because in this video, I will give a translation. I'll go over what Mourinho said in his press conference in English for non-Italian speakers. But I'm going to start off by saying a good thing. Something which, it's a fun fact. Now, when it comes to press conferences, obviously, if you're not new here, you know that the Simon Show covers every Mourinho press conference. But, most of the times, when it comes to press conferences, I don't really watch the full press conference because it's long. I just read articles of what Mourinho said, which is basically the equivalent. But this one, I was very interested in watching it. So, as well as rereading multiple times what Mourinho said, I watched this press conference fully. Because I wanted to get an impression of Mourinho's attitude, which is something key, To open doors, you need keys. And Mourinho's attitude after Bodo Glimt's match wasn't great. He started criticizing Roma's reserves because they weren't good enough. And, we as Roma fans had a feeling that a crack was starting. And obviously we hope that crack, which is that defeat against Bodo Glimt, will not lead to a disaster. But we had the impression that crack, that defeat against Bodo Glimt gave a small crack to the entire changing room. And I was really, really, really interested in what Mourinho would say in this press conference. And after this press conference, I am not, I'm not saying this because, I'm just saying this. I'm going to say this next statement because it's what, after this press conference, after watching it, it's what my heart says. Mourinho was an extremely professional lad during this press conference. During every single question he asked, he himself and only took the blame for Bodo Glimt, despite the fact that, it was, in my opinion, if you ask me, it was some players' fault, Kambula especially. But Mourinho was very, very professional, and he said that defeat against Bodo Glimt, responsibilities are mine and only mine. But lads, right, before getting onto the press conference of Napoli, if you're new here, please subscribe. Obviously, if you're interested in daily Roma content, you will not find a better channel to subscribe than the Simon Show. And also, please like this live stream. Let's try and get 15 likes by the end of the live stream. It would be absolutely amazing. So, subscribe, obviously, and like this video as well. Without further ado, let's get in the press conference, because we don't have many, right? Another thing which is important to notice is that we didn't have many questions. We had like 4 questions from journalists, but Mourinho spent a lot of focus and time on these questions. Mourinho just gave long speeches because he himself wanted to make us all know that the responsibilities after that match are his. And, he's full respects to the Fredkins, to the lads. But right, I'm not going to spoil anything. Let's get into this press conference. The first question which the journalist asked Mourinho is actually something about Napoli. And it's a bit of a surprise because this is the press conference before the match against Napoli. And to be fair, there are more questions about Bodo Glimt than Napoli. And, that's what every single Roma fan wants to know. The attitude around Trigoria. And the first question was this. Spalletti, Napoli's manager, said it could be a turning point for both sides. I asked him the meaning of this match for you and the conditions of Zaniolo and Karsdorp. Something big. Zaniolo and Karsdorp need to be back tomorrow because they are quality, especially if you compare Korsdorp to Reynolds. He's like bloody Roberto Carlos, if you ask me. But, this match is extremely important for both sides. Roma to get back after this psychological defeat, after this moral defeat, after this physical defeat, to try and get back and start rebuilding the bond with the fans, start rebuilding, everything. It means more to Roma than Napoli, if you ask me. But it means a lot for Napoli as well, because AC Milan are playing now against Bologna in Bologna, and they're currently winning. So, it would be great for Napoli to win this match, because it means that they can secure the first position. But hopefully it won't be that easy for them to win, unlike Bodo Glimt. Hopefully tomorrow we will see an aggressive side, which will play the match of their life after being abused by Mourinho. Tomorrow we need a bloody win. So Mourinho said this: they are both good to play. The starting lineup will be the one seen against Juventus with Korsdorp and Zaniolo. The match is not a turning point for us. We are having a positive championship overall, with better performances than the results obtained. We have 15 points, but we should have had more. We will play to win. Napoli are strong. They have won them all, but we will play to win. And this is a very important last quote. We will play to win. Because obviously, Mourinho's not going to say we'll play to lose. That's something which I think 3-year-olds would notice as well. But the way he concluded this speech by saying, they've won them all. Napoli are strong, but we will play to win, just makes you see the aggression that Roma will step up inside that Stadio Olimpico tomorrow. We need to see bloodthirsty players. We gotta see players which will uncover their bolts tomorrow. And Mourinho has probably said this to them over the past, 48 hours. Mourinho wants to win it. He believes in a good squad. And obviously we have a clue when it comes to lineups. The entire 11 players which played against Juventus will start, which is bonus. It's good if you compare the match against Bodo Glimt with the reserves. So the top players will play. Another thing interesting he said is that overall the championship is good, and we can't, no one can say that the championship is not good overall. We're still fourth. We're still in a Champions League zone. We have been playing well. We've been unlucky, like matches against Juventus. We've been unlucky. But, Mourinho is kind of worried that the match against Bodo Glimt can ruin this. But he needs to be the first man out of all to not let that influence the entire of the career and the entire of the season at Roma. So tomorrow a win is, we talked about wins against Sassuolo, which were important. We talked about wins against CSKA Sofia, which were important. Tomorrow a win would be 10 times more important than all the wins Mourinho did with Roma. Tomorrow's match is the most important match for us Roma fans and for Mourinho himself. I expect an aggressive side. And you know what? I could not have produced, and I could not have chosen a better match to go to the stadium at and to produce a stadium vlog for you guys. Because tomorrow we will see an aggressive side. And you don't know what I mean. You do not want to miss that stadium vlog going out. If God blesses me with the editing late tomorrow night. But otherwise, next morning. But, let's be faithful. Right, second question, obviously about Bodo Glimt. Returning to Thursday, he said that Bodo was stronger than Roma in the first half. On the pitch, however, there were players like Cortez Perez, Diawara and Kumbula costing more than 70 million euros in total. Why did some players get involved, and can they be useful again? And this last, mini question, can they be useful again, is extremely important. Because we need to get a sense of, is Mourinho ever going to play these players ever again? Is Mourinho ever going to experiment with them again? And it's very important to know, because otherwise we got to expect these 11 fixed top 11 players to start. And, tiredness, injuries, all will be a factor. So let's see what Mourinho says. This is a quite long speech, so ears wide open, lads. I don't want to answer you specifically and individually about Kumbula and Carlos Perez. I will speak in general and say a little more to answer any questions you have. People laugh at what Roma have done. The Fredkins have received mistakes from others. Thiago Pinto himself as well. The property has spent a lot of money to fix things done before, and people laugh. Someone surely laughs with their pockets full of money. We have spent trying to clean up and create conditions for the success of a project that takes time. When someone writes that Mourinho is not happy with the staff, it is a lie. It is normal that I would like more players, a balanced squad with 2 players per position of the same level to be able to make turnover and to make 5 changes. But I'm not a bitch. I have great respect for Pinto and the Fredkins, and I accepted this job understanding the situation. I am solely responsible for the result because I decided to play a team that was in danger of losing. I did not imagine such a disaster. I did it in fear of injuries, wind, synthetic grass, and many commitments. I was wrong, and the responsibility is mine alone. One thing I want to do after this speech is give a round of applause to Jose Mourinho. At home, wherever you're watching this from, if you're in front of a working meeting, if you're about to fall asleep, just give a clap to Mourinho. Because the balance of this speech was extraordinary. And it was just what a professional manager needed to say. So, 3 seconds of claps, lads. Because it was a really... let's spend time examining this. So, he said, I don't want to speak individually, people laugh at what Roma have done. That's true. We've seen Lazio fans mocking us. We've seen Juventus fans mocking us. We've seen fans of every single club around the world mocking us. And Mourinho is not happy about this. And, he says, where's the quote? When someone writes that Mourinho is not happy with the staff, it is a lie. And this is reassuring. Okay? This is very reassuring. Because a few weeks ago, there were rumors after Steve Bruce got sacked by Newcastle that Mourinho was preparing a deal with Newcastle. And, a week later he said, no, I've signed for 3 years. I'm staying here for 3 years. And then the defeat against Bodo Glimt happened. But even after that defeat, today Mourinho said, when someone says I'm not happy with the staff, it is the biggest lie out of all. Mourinho is happy here. And the quote which surprises me the most is this. Listen to this. Where is it? I have accepted this job understanding the situation. And this is exactly what we always bounce back on. What distinguishes Guardiola from Mourinho is that Guardiola manages a club which has money, which can permit themselves buying Grealish. They were close on buying Haaland. They've got these quality players. What distinguishes Mourinho from Guardiola is that Mourinho accepted a challenge. Guardiola does not have the balls and the bollocks to do this. Not even in 10 years' time, you will always see Guardiola managing a top club. Mourinho wanted a challenge. And, managing a club which is not a rich club and compared to all the clubs that Mourinho managed is a challenge. And these defeats will come. So he said, the responsibilities are mine. The match on Thursday was drastic. But I accepted this job understanding the situation. And that's the most important quote, possibly of all press conferences Mourinho had when he was, since he was a Roma manager. It's extremely important to acknowledge this, because what so many people are thinking is Mourinho and Manchester United won, Mourinho at Porto won, Mourinho at Real Madrid won, Mourinho at Roma, yes, he'll win. No. What people don't understand, and this is something me, Alex, and every single one of us keep on emphasizing, is Mourinho does not mean immediate success. And I know the defeat against Bodo Glimt was shocking. But, managing and being part of this club means that these challenges will come. So we have to step up And this is a challenge Mourinho accepted, and he will need to be, good in resolving problems, because this is what distinguishes Mourinho from the rest of them, from the rest of the managers. So, obviously, he's also saying in this quote that he needs players. And this is another key, that in the January transfer market session, we need to start buying players which are good players. We don't need, and I've said this before, players which are the equivalent of Kumbula, who come from unknown leagues, players which come from, we need to start spending money, not obviously realistic amount of money, to buy top players. And it's something Mourinho wants, because everywhere he managed, he had players, and he had, 3, maybe 4 reserves, and he could rotate. Injuries, tiredness wasn't a thing. At Roma, he's having a problem, because, he played the reserves, and they were shit against Bodo Glimt. So, what Mourinho is actually, trying to acknowledge right now is, if I start the reserves once again, will that mean immediate failure once again? And I think Mourinho will not play all of the players who's played against Bodo Glimt anytime soon. The next match they will probably play is the last match in the Europa Conference League, if Roma already got in a secure first position. That's when we might see them back, but we'll see. So it's a very long quote, which we can spend loads and loads of hours examining, but at the same time, the most important quote to acknowledge are two. It's 2 quotes. The first one is, I accepted this job understanding the situation, and the second one is, I was wrong and the responsibility is mine alone. Because it would be too easy for a manager to go, as just like us fans, going, it's Kumbula, it's Reynolds. A manager needs to step up with his professionality and needs to go, it's my responsibility. It's my responsibility that I started these players. I was scared of injuries. I'm not gonna lie, it's the reality. I had to start these players. And I think every manager would have started these players, because, to be fair, we underestimated Bodo Glimt. We all thought Roma would easily won, but we were wrong. So, it's important to not underestimate anymore. But he's took full responsibilities on this, and if the last couple of days were nightmares, it's where all Roma fans were starting cracks, the cracks in the changing room. No, Mourinho after this press conference has made it clear. The attitude's not the great. We just lost 6-1. But tomorrow, 50,000 fans have booked their ticket for Napoli, including me and my dad. Tomorrow, Roma fans are going to be there to support this club, no matter what. We'll be passionate, and however it goes, if it be a win, it will be a loss. Roma forever. That's what Roma means. Now, let's move on to the second to last quote, which is, tomorrow the stadium is full. Is full, obviously not 100%, because due to COVID, it can't be 100%, but 75% full, and that's the government rule. Tomorrow the stadium is full, remembering the fans who lost and came quite a long way to Norway. Do you believe that a victory tomorrow can cancel everything? Also, massive shout out to all the fans which spent time to go up there next to the Arctic Circle to Bodo, and then, losing 6-1. Shout out to them. The braveness and the courage, and, everyone else. Everyone who went there, shout out to you. So yeah, the journalist is asking, do you believe that a victory tomorrow against Napoli can cancel everything? And it's very curious to see. Victory 6-1 against Napoli tomorrow, a hypothetical victory 6-1 against Napoli tomorrow, does not cancel anything. It doesn't erase my guilt. The next game against Bodo is played by the owners, by the top 11 players. We have a scar on the injury record. We had a lot of injuries last season. We have to avoid this, and we work hard to do it. I saw Bodo Glimt as an opportunity to rest and play good guys who deserve to play. When we went to Ukraine against Zorya Luhansk, I made some changes, but overall, Smalling, Pellegrini and other top quality players played. We have kept balance. In Norway, I made a mistake, and it is my responsibility. Unfortunately, it will remain in the history of Rome and mine, but it is deserved. I don't think about a negative result tomorrow. Once again, another big quote. I don't think about a negative result tomorrow. This means that yes, Napoli might be a better club. Yes, Napoli might have more talent in their squad. But overall, it's the attitude which counts. If Roma steps up in the Olimpico in front of the Crivasud, being bloodthirsty, wanting that win, it will be hard for Napoli. It won't be a problem. But, we need to be good. We don't need to think about them being too good in compared to us. We need to play our match. We need to be ourselves. Napoli are better. As a Roma fan, Napoli are better. But we don't need to think about this. Otherwise, our morale, our psychological factors will be destroyed even before that match starts. And there will be no point in us playing that match. So heads up, and tomorrow will be a very good match. So once again, he's taking responsibilities, and he's trying to explain to us why he started all the reserves. He was scared about the injury. He had 6 points in the Europa Conference League. Every single manager which would have managed Roma on Thursday against Bodo Glimt would have started the reserves. And that's a statement. We would not have seen a manager starting Pellegrini, Abraham, Veretout, Mancini, because all of the managers and everyone here knows that tomorrow we're playing a match which is even more important than the one we played on Thursday. So he's taking full responsibilities again, and that's another great sign of professionality from, a manager like Jose. And now the last quote is back to Napoli, and it's something to do with Spalletti. Spalletti fears an angry Roma. Can anger be transformed into a great match? Are you happy with Napoli's victory on Thursday? So obviously here we're kind of speaking about counterattacks. Spalletti, after their match against Legia Varsavia, which they won 3-0 in the Europa League, got interviewed and said, I would have wished that Roma didn't lose 6-1, because now they're playing my club on Sunday and they'll be angry, hungry and angry. So, it will be hard. It will be double, the amount of effort for Napoli. And also, by the way, lads, stay tuned, because Spalletti tomorrow at the Olimpico will be booed at. No, just as much as we can, tomorrow you will see me booing at Spalletti, because he ruined the symbol of this club, Francesco Totti. So expect that in the stadium vlog. That's all that I'm saying. And so yeah, Mourinho said this: I'm not superstitious. I don't care what they did 3 days ago. Good team, great players and coach. Difficult game for both of us and them. It will be a pleasure to greet Spalletti. We are friends. We always laugh. Thursday is not forgotten. I prefer to lose on Thursday because we are calm with points and we can go to the bottom of the competition. So, once again, we're seeing Mourinho obviously having preferred to kind of, in a way, lose on Thursday than tomorrow's match, but obviously not the entity they lost on Thursday. So he said this: I'm not a superstitious guy. I couldn't care less about superstition. Spalletti did say, I wish that they would have lost, they would have won, because they would have become less, prepared and hungry for tomorrow's match for my club. And everyone asked Mourinho if he was happy that Napoli won, so that Napoli would kind of be, in a way, less aggressive than Roma. But he said, no, I don't think about superstition. All I think about is preparing the match the best way possible. All I'm asking is the fans to be with us. All I'm asking is that the bond between fans, between manager, between players and the Fredkins remains a bond. Because the second these bonds break, then, it'll be very hard to come back. So Mourinho needs to be very good. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. It's the press conference reaction for Napoli. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Italian time, 5 p.m. English time. Wherever you're from, figure it out. Because tomorrow will be the most important match, psychologically, for AS Roma of the season. Coming after a 6-1 defeat. It will be hard. It will be a very hard match. They've got talent. Insigne, Osimhen. They've got talent, but we have got passion. We're playing at home. The stadium is full. I'm there. Stadium vlog will go tonight. Tomorrow night after the match. My dad will be there. We're going to push this club everywhere, and no matter what. Up the Roma tomorrow. Right, let's read some comments. Simon, thank you for such good content and hope you keep it going. I will definitely become one of your viewers. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. Jose spoke the truth about the history of agents who corrupted the square and lined their pockets and then turned their backs on the same square that made them wealthy. We are paying for the past. Your presence will bring the dub against Napoli, mate. So, the most important thing tomorrow is a team performance. The fans need help. Everyone needs to help tomorrow. And tomorrow, I went to the stadium a few years back seeing Roma Barcelona. That amazing comeback, I've been there. And I can say that match, the fans helped so much. And after that match, I've been to the stadium multiple times, but I've never actually seen a match like that comeback against Barcelona. It was the 10th of April. It was the 10th of April. And I was there with my own eyes. I was hugging everyone. And if only I would have started my channel back then, that video would have probably got 1 million views. But, unfortunately, I didn't. Tomorrow, however, will probably give me the most deja vus, linking to the Barcelona match out of all. Tomorrow, I expect a match where the players are hungry, where the fans are gonna be insane. Insane! Just prepare, because in the stadium vlog tomorrow night, there will be amazing chants, amazing atmosphere in that stadium. Because tomorrow, we really, really, really need support. So, that's it, mate. So it will be a pleasure for me filming a stadium vlog. I actually never filmed one before, and it will be very, very fun. Filming one. The guy with the is always in the stands. What a legend. Hello, have you heard of rumor? Apparently Roma are buying a midfielder and right back and a left-footed centre back this winter. Hopefully, and Mourinho made it clear he needs players. Midfielder is Zakaria. Hopefully. Is Kabori that requires an investment. I don't think will happen in January. Simon, you're the GOAT. Cheers, mate. We'll win tomorrow for sure, 3-1. Mate, that's the biggest statement of all. I really want that to happen, but it will be very, very tough to stop Osimhen, Insigne, and everyone else. It will be great. It's the beauty of football. How it goes, it goes. Even if we lose tomorrow, our heart is still yellow and red. We will win. Oh yeah, I read that. Answer P. I think they will try to get some players on loan. If in January next summer they're able to help me a bit more, if they think they can do it, then that's great. Thank you so much. But I'm here with them. Yep, yeah, exactly. Mourinho is there with them, and that's very, 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 very important. Tomorrow on the bench, we don't have bad players. There won't be any bad players there, but some of them are nonetheless very young. They're just 17, 18, 19-year-olds. And something which links to this is, do we give a call to many academy players? Because, I could have signed and betted a lot of money that the academy squad on Thursday would have not lost 6-1. Simon, we appreciate you in Ghana. We are able to follow the manager by your good work because of language barrier. Cheers, mate. It is my pleasure to build an AS Roma community, and that leads me on to say that if you're new here, please subscribe. Let's try and get closer and closer to 1,500 subscribers. You know what? Let's get 1,500 subscribers by the start of next week. And let's get a win tomorrow. Up the boys. No live stream tomorrow. Stadium vlog going out. Possibly, hopefully, tomorrow night. Otherwise, the next morning. But, it will be great. No live stream. Live stream will be back on Wednesday for Cagliari, which is another very important match, and then AC Milan will be very, very tough. So, but heads needs to be thinking about Napoli, not the other matches. Tomorrow is a very important match. Up the Roma, up everyone, and we gotta win tomorrow. It's the most important match of the season, and a Roma fan is saying this. So yeah, also lads, if you've got Instagram, follow me at _the Simon Show, and if you do enjoy travel, subscribe to my second channel. Link is in the description below. The channel is called Simon, that's me. And yeah, I'll catch you, virtually I'll catch you on Monday, but what did I just say? Realistically, live streams will be back on Monday with the match reaction, but tomorrow there will be a stadium vlog. So, heads up and look forward to that. Stay tuned for that because it will come possibly after that match. I think so. I think it will be after that match, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, Have a wonderful family evening. Saturday night, it's film night, it's cinema night, but at the same time, don't forget that tomorrow is the biggest match of the season. Simon, out.